Welcome everybody to Slicer Network. Here at Slicer Gym, I'm your host Cole Raymond with our very own Avery Walma. And tonight the Lake Central Indians will take on our LaPorte Slicers in the Slicers opener in Slicer Gym tonight. Lake Central coming in tonight is 4-4 with 3 consecutive losses and led by Dave Melizniak, which is 240 and 164 in his 18th year in the program. And LaPorte will be led by newcomer Jordan Heckard in his first year while the Slicers are 5-4. So let's get right into things tonight, Avery, and let's just talk from a Slicer standpoint. What can we see from an audience from LaPorte tonight?
You know, actually might be a really different defense than before, like last year. Kind of different with the new coach. It's been looking a lot better this year with the coaching change and more players playing like a team. It's more of a team this year as well, and a lot of ball movement going around and just a lot better basketball in general.
Yeah, so obviously Coach Hecker taking over from Coach Benja's 3 years here. So, and let's get into it. Grant at large kind of been the sole focus. 4-year starter in his 4th year. He's the second player ever in LaPorte history just this Monday night to score over 1,000 points and 500 rebounds in a single year. So let's just talk about him in a second and show how much Grant at large has done for this program.
You know, he's done a lot, like you said, and just able to dive in the paint, put up layups when the team needs it, and able to get out for passes. The only part of his game that could need a tiny bit of work is his free throws. And he's spot on. He's actually ranked 175th in the state as a player.
Yeah, I mean, Grant at large has really been a key factor and has kept LaPorte in a lot of games this year, and LaPorte has some vice versa, and they're going to need him big tonight. Now our time to announce the starting lineups. And Avery, you can tell already a different buzz. The entire pet band's here. Our student section's at the USA theme. I'm hoping to see a lot of fireworks tonight.
We're going to have a really good crowd, a really good environment this whole game. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great game.
32, Brandon Escato. Jaden Clayton, the senior. starting at power forward. Their point guard, Miles Jacobs, a junior. And Mitch Malaznik. As we talked about Grant in the pregame show, I mean, he's going to have a big night tonight, a 20-10 type night if they want to knock off the Indians. Tommy Samuelson starting at center. Rylan Katowski, I mean, he could be a state champ high jumper. He's got mad bunnies, so hopefully he can see some huge fireworks and just light this place on absolute fire.
He'll be great in the paint.
Jay Cross has really turned it in to become an elite point guard, and Kyle Kirkham rounding out the top 5. Maybe the best pure scorer in this entire school. I mean, he's got to find a way to score on all 3 levels tonight.
One of the best starting 5 that I can really think of in the past maybe 10 years in LaPorte history.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most athletic starting 5. I mean, we've had some really good squads lately, but in the past 10 years, but I mean, they sure are athletic. Looks like Tommy Samuelson and Carson Collin will do the tip-off to start off this Friday night action here at Slicer Gym.
It's going to be great tonight. Great game, great environment. Let's get the show on the road.
And we're here in LaPorte wins the opening tip-off with Jamarion Cross. Head up to Rylan Katowski down low, and LaPorte settling into their offense. It appears Lake Central in a 2-3 zone. Let's wonder how knockdown shooters are going to feel with that.
Ball movement. Shot up, top of the key for 3, and it's wide. Off the rim. Samuelson goes up and gets blocked, but there's a foul. A good rebound, tries to go back up, gets the foul. Now with 2 shots.
Tommy Samuelson's first free throw up and good.
A dominant free throw shooter all season, especially here in LaPorte.
Tommy Samuelson second, up and good. And LaPorte takes an early 2-0 lead to start this game.
A good start on the first offensive drive of the game. Now Lake Central in control.
Lake Central moving the ball around early. No specific offense, trying to go down low.
Puts it up and 2.
And they get a pretty easy look on a down screen. Interested to see LaPorte in this 2-3 zone. Or Lake Central, excuse me.
More of a zone defense. A shot from 3. And off the rims. Pushed in bounds by Escobedo.
All the way
up the court for Lake Central. Puts it in for 2.
Lake Central, 2 early buckets here to start this one. LaPorte trying to get into it. Finding Grant out large down low, and Tommy Samuelson. Grant out large up, and that's no good. Lake Central pushing the ball in transition.
Out of bounds on LaPorte. A nice block pass there.
And I know it's early in this game, but Lake Central has had 2 possessions, have 2 easy layups. So let's see if Coach Hecker can design something to really slow down this Lake Central offense.
An easy.
Should be. And a blocking foul on that one.
Could have been called either way there, either a charge or a block. We're going to have a shoot or a ground foul, though.
Lake Central has really gotten whatever they want here early.
Lake Central passing the ball around a lot. Good ball movement. Looking for shots. Taking their time. Good pass. And he's going to fumble it out of bounds. Slicer ball.
LaPorte's up-tempo defense, pressuring the ball, finding a way, and these quick layups aren't happening anymore in Lake Central with the quick turnover.
A good adjustment for LaPorte's defense, actually, from the first 2 drives, stopping them on that one. Kirkham around. Up in the paint. Tries to put it up. Rebound by Outlarge. And he's going to miss that one wide.
Still 2 good looks, though. Could be a charge, and it is. Tommy Samuelson with a huge charge call right there.
Great defense by LaPorte there.
That foul is on Carson Collin, his first.
A good way for Tommy to stand his ground there. And a turnover for LaPorte. Lake Central driving down the court. Open. Fakes a 3. Tries to fake a foul there.
And they have room.
Does not get the call.
LaPorte back in. Yeah, Lake Central in this 2-3 zone. I mean, a 2-3 zone is very tricky, and it's all about three-point shooting. You got to knock down shots in a 2-3 zone. Nice
Trying to get
in
in
and
the
out.
paint. Oh, we're going to have a travel.
Grant out large.
Coming out with no score there. That was still not bad ball movement by LaPorte. Lake Central puts up 2.
Lake Central has had 3 easy layups to start the game. LaPorte over half court, trying to get in their set offense with Jamarion Cross.
Calling for that shot for Lake Central.
I really like the high-low call with Outlarge and Samuelson.
Being able to switch who's in the paint. Outlarge for 3. Overshot. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to be an Indians basketball.
Miles Jakic bringing the ball up for Lake Central, which seems to be their primary ball handler.
Good ball movement all around for Lake Central.
Jakic across the middle.
It's really looking like
Lake Central swinging the ball right here.
It's a little early to see, but it looks like if Lake Central passes the ball, whoever passes the ball goes and sets for a screen. Travel. A good call. Outlarge, passing in the ball. It's a cross.
6-2 here, Lake Central over LaPorte with just over halfway done in this first quarter. LaPorte trying to work it down low.
Shot.
Rylan Katowski for 3. No, Tommy Samuelson offensive rebound, and that is good. Tommy Samuelson leading all scorers tonight with 4 points for the Slicers.
A great rebound, able to put the shot right back up.
Malik Corley checking in the game, which has missed the past 3 games due to an injury, but he's got a brace on it, and Rylan Katowski checking out. Lake Central trying to get in this design offense. Could be a turnover.
Gonna have a reaching foul here.
Lake Central really hasn't gotten to much of their sets. They've had turnovers when LaPorte works them down on defense and really stop and try to pop on defense.
Not really able to run any plays lately. And LaPorte able to stop the formations that they've been setting up.
Lake Central up in 3, and that is good by number 4, Jaden Clayton, the senior, 6'4". And a traveling call on Kyle Kirkham, which clearly saw contact right there by Jaden Clayton.
LaPorte's bench not liking that at all.
You can already kind of see a difference between Coach Kyle Bench really would not have been happy at all and would have. And Heckard's more of that laid-back kind of guy.
Heckard usually able to reason with the officials more than Bench was.
Malik taking the ball up across the timeline, and this 2-3 defense again. Let's see if LaPorte designs up.
Kirkham for three. Just off the rim. Samuelson with the rebound.
Another offensive rebound.
Cross with three. Off the rim.
LaPorte just hasn't found any offensive looks here from knocking down three-pointer.
LaPorte charging up. Cross. To the point. Passing to Altlarge. Down low to Samuelson. Kicked out to Kirkham for three. Off the rim again.
And these are open three-pointers that you just got to have.
Altlarge again. And it's actually knocked in. It looked like it was knocked in by Lake Central's Clayton.
Grant Altlarge gets his offensive rebound, puts it back up.
Altlarge, his first of the...
Could be a charge. And it is. LaPorte, 2 early charges here to start the game with Jamarion Cross and Tommy Samuelson.
Tommy again able to stand his ground on the offensive drives. Lake Central not able to dive into the paint, put up a layup.
LaPorte working it around, trying to find the open man. And at the end of the day, you just got to knock down three-point shots. They've had a lot of open looks, and Kirkham with 3 and another miss. And that will be over the back on Samuelson. His second.
The fouls racking up really quickly. 1:34 left in the first quarter, and LaPorte already has 3. Lake Central has 4.
Excuse me, that was Tommy Samuelson's first free throw of the game. First foul of the game.
Lake Central moving the ball around. Looking for a clear shot. And they find a look off the rim.
LaPorte really needs to get out in transition with the three-pointer not falling.
Corley with the rebound to Cross to Kirkham. Altlarge in the paint wanting the ball. To Cross to Corley to Kirkham to Cross.
LaPorte trying to find the open man.
Wide open look. 3! Cross.
Jamarion Cross was his first three-pointer, and LaPorte 9-9 with their first three-pointer after being 1 for 7 here early to start this first quarter. Lake Central trying to answer back, and they will not, and LaPorte has numbers. Up to Altlarge. Altlarge for 3. No good.
Off the rim.
25 seconds here remaining. Lake Central pushing.
Off the rim again. That rim is like the post in hockey.
That could be, oh.
We're going to have an and one. Tommy with the foul.
And it was second one, checking in Evan Shizeski. As we see the replay there.
Malusinik at the line. And he will put that in.
17.8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter as Lake Central 12, LaPorte 9. LaPorte in low to Kirkham for 3. That is good. Kyle Kirkham with his first three-pointer and his first points of the night. 2 seconds left. I don't know if Lake Central knows that. And they don't get it off. And just like that, LaPorte 12, Lake Central 12. Then our first quarter of the contest tonight. We'll take a short break and catch you after. And we are back to start here the second quarter, and LaPorte rolling out with the same. And Jamarion Cross with a quick steal. Oh, and it gets, they're going to call a foul, but number 0, Ethan Kumpf, just went up there and absolutely blocked it. And Jamarion Cross appears to be shaken up on the play.
That was a huge
And here's the
block.
replay here. Clearly contact, but wow. Ethan Kumpf showing he's got some hops. Wow. Coach Hecker talking with the official, trying to get it to appear as a goaltending. But I don't think they're going to get it. So Jamarion Cross going to the free throw for 2 shots.
Gets one.
As LaPorte takes their first lead of the night with 7:50 left in the second quarter.
Gets 2. 2 for 2. All season, Cross was a great free throw shooter.
Lake Central in their mix with 3 new starters in and a deep 3, and it hits the top, and that will be LaPorte Slicer's ball.
Great defense once again from LaPorte.
LaPorte trying to push the ball in transition. Corley to Cross. Cross again, and that is good. LaPorte has hit their last 3 threes. And Jamarion Cross is on the board.
Cross able to battle back from the big block, the big.
And that could have been a travel. And that's LaPorte showing some extreme pressure right here with their 2 guards. Kirkham and Cross. Lake Central in their miss. LaPorte energy benches up. Soon as actually getting inside it. They're going to get a hold on Kyle Kirkham.
That just ruined a lot of momentum for LaPorte. LaPorte had a lot of pressure.
And that's
there.
2 on Kyle Kirkham. Inserting back in Rylan Katowski.
That was good defense. That was really good defense. LaPorte's 5th foul of the night. Tied with Lake Central.
Lake Central trying to go and they will score, stopping LaPorte's run. LaPorte trying to get in this mix, and they've been knocking down 3-point shots, and Corley from way downtown, no good, and not necessarily the look you wanted if you were Coach Heckard. Lake Central in transition, and that is
wide
good.
open look. Wide open look for Ekic.
And that just comes off the 3-pointer. I mean, that's a deep 3. A guy that not necessarily, you're not hot necessarily, so. And LaPorte another turnover. And that's a block on Jamarion Cross.
Everyone wanting a charge there. Could have gone either way.
Number 4, Jaden Clayton will be shooting 2 at the foul line.
Hecker definitely not happy with that one.
And that's 2 on Jamarion Cross. LaPorte's in some big foul trouble here early. 22, Spencer Novoroski will come into the game.
Spencer, well-rounded player, able to move the ball around a lot this season. For the second shot.
Jaden Clayton for 2. No good. See, this is where LaPorte needs to shine. Transition after a missed basket.
You have momentum. If you're LaPorte, you really have momentum after.
And LaPorte just throws that to the opponent's coach. And after a 17-12, Lake Central has gone a quick 6-0 run. with the ball up one, 18-17, with 5:56 here left in the second quarter.
LaPorte really needing a big defensive stop.
Lake Central has just moved the ball, tried to be very unselfish, and it's working here. And it appeared to be off Lake Central's guy, but Lake Central will continue with possession.
I think Corley had a hand on that. He tipped that out, which
I don't know if it went off his leg. And Lake Central dialing it up, trying to find him again. He scored last time on the same play.
good defense by Outlarge.
No 5-second call. The shooter hits it. Mitch Malaznek, the junior, hits, and just like that, it's 21-17 here. Lake Central 9-0 run.
LaPorte gonna call a timeout here, and a well-needed timeout here.
And we'll take a TV timeout, and we'll be back with you right after the break. And we are back after action with LaPorte. Lake Central continuing to stay in this 2-3 zone.
Well, it's been working with them. I wouldn't even change it. Why?
And LaPorte doesn't really have necessarily three-point shooters on the court right now, so it may hurt.
Why change something when it's not broken?
LaPorte, good ball movement. Spencer in the paint, no good.
LaPorte needing a stop on defense more than ever.
Oh, and Corley with a huge steal. And Lake Central, after a crazy behind-the-back play, will retain possession. And Lake Central just moving this ball. Drain. Miles Yekic for three.
He's been nonstop. When he's gotten wide open looks, he's been draining every three he's seen.
And it comes down to Lake Central just being unselfish with this basketball. Nice backdoor to Large. Kutowski was there, and timeout by Lake Central.
A good call.
30-second timeout.
Good call to help their player out.
And Avery, what can LaPorte do? I mean, Lake Central's on this 12-0 run, this 2-3 zone not necessarily working out. What can LaPorte do to try to generate some offense and slow down and really stop this 12-0 run?
You know, the thing that you could almost bring up to mind is change the lineups a little bit. Have three-point shooters on the court almost at all times. But especially with the 2-3 defense, you've got a lot of paint guys, and you can't dive into the paint. It's what their problem is.
Yeah, and I think kind of LaPorte's Achilles heel is really that three-point shooting. I mean, Kyle Kirkham can really hit, Jamarion Cross as well, but besides that, I mean, years past, LaPorte's really been known for a team that can stay in games because they can knock down three-pointers, like Garrett Outlarge, I mean, Jake Spence, even Ethan Osowski, the guys that stepped up there, and I mean, they were known for hitting threes. LaPorte really doesn't have much of that. And it looks like LaPorte is in a different defense. 3-2 zone, and it doesn't matter. Mitch Malaznak, another bomb. And just like that, LaPorte is down 10 and searching for answers.
Malaznak, 5 points on the night already in the second quarter.
And LaPorte, you just got to be looking to knock down three-point shooting.
All large. You can see him in the bottom. He's trying to find like a good post
and
spot.
This is okay to be patient here. It's okay to be patient down here. In LaPorte, it's okay to be patient, the high-low action. You have to down screen and then get ready. And Nick Schubel inserted the game to kind of be a better floor general type feel for the Slicers.
You don't have shot clock in high school, so you can always, like you said, be patient. Find an open look. find an easy open look, which kudos to Lake Central. They haven't given one yet.
Exactly. And it looks like Lake Central down a man-to-man. Let's see what LaPorte does here. LaPorte, Kirkham, DeCorley, trying to get on-ball screens. Yeah, there's just nothing there for the Slicers. Lake Central just steady on defense here. Not large trying to penetrate.
It looked like the ball was stuck at the rim. That was kind of funny.
Number 1, Miles Jikic, called for the foul, his first. Team 6.
Gonna have a ground foul here.
And LaPorte with Kirkham and Cross both have 2 fouls. And in the 7th, Nick Schubel will be shooting 2 free throws.
1-1.
Yeah, Lake Central just steadily went on a 15-0 run, kind of just quietly too. Nick Schubel trying to break that. And he misses. Lake Central just trying to get up here with 2:40 left in this half. And it's steal and a bad pass. LaPorte has numbers. And that's another foul. Number 4, Jaden Clayton. Team's 8th. Malik Corley will be going to the foul line to shoot 2.
And that's one
or
of
on
the,
a 1-on-1.
That's one of the players that you're confident at the line. Even though he's been out with an injury lately, I would feel confidence with all the players, but especially with Malik, especially coming off last year, being dominant at the line too.
Malik Corley hits the first, ending that 15-0 Lake Central run.
They'll bring it Lake Central 27, LaPorte 18, 2:26 left in the second. Corley's first.
Corley shooting 2 and is good.
2 for 2 at the line.
Bringing the deficit for the Slicers 2-8. Miles Jikic dribbling the ball up and really just kind of been a game changer to go along with Mitch Malaznak from behind the arc. Lake Central necessarily hasn't been able to handle this pressure.
Looking for a charge, and they will get it.
Grant out large, the big fella. Eaton taking the charge as well.
LaPorte able to stand the ground on dives to the hoop. Able to take charge calls.
Corley dribbling the ball up. And a really key possession here with Nick Schubel, and that's an open 3. I mean, those are open 3s you just have to hit. You have to knock down those shots if you want to win.
Shooting for LaPorte kind of on a dry spell here. Good ball movement by Lake Central.
LaPorte almost staying in this 3-2 zone. Corley in transition, no numbers. Kirkham, nice pass out large, and that does not go. Corley on the foul. Number 0, Ethan Comf will be shooting 2.
a tough break for LaPorte.
Cone first and is good. And for LaPorte, Coach Hecker, you really have to find a way to try to execute this late in the first half just to give yourself a shot. And it doesn't start like that.
A good rebound. Way to put it right back up.
Brandon Esquibo with the board, putting this deficit for the Slicers into double digits.
A minute left in
Cross
the
for
first half.
three. Way off. Remember the Slicers, this is not how you wanted to end the half.
Lake Central's going to be looking for the last shot here, I assume.
They're looking, yeah. And LaPorte seemed content to let him have it. "20 seconds left here in this first half. And that could be Slicer's ball, and it should be. And it should be. And it will be.
Great defense by Kirkham.
Katowski checking into the game. For cross. There's only 12 seconds left, and LaPorte seems patient to let it go. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and a quick turnover. Just, I don't know what LaPorte was trying on that one. And that will take us right into halftime. Lake Central 30, LaPorte 19. And we will see you to start the second half.
One last time for this evening, let's give a round of applause to the 8th grade band for LaPorte High School Pep Band this evening.
And we are back just ahead of this second half play of action. Avery Wallman will go over the stats for both teams.
Jamarian Cross with 6 points, 1 field goal, and 2 free throws. Malik Corley, 2 for 2 with 2 shots at the free throw line. Nick Schubel, 0 for 1. Tommy Samuelson with 4 points. Ran out large with 2. And now for Lake Central, Yekic with 3. Knopf with 1. Maluksinik with 5. Clayton with 2. And Escobedo with 4. Collin with also 2. At the end of the second quarter, it was Lake Central 30, LaPorte 19.
And these are all unofficial stats for you. It looks like LaPorte and Corley with Cross starting, with Katowski starting on the bench.
I'm hoping for a better run here. Let's make this a basketball game.
LaPorte has been very good at second halves this year. Let's see what the Slicers can work up. Cross. Corley for 3. Bang.
Beautiful assist with Cross, too.
And kind of a new energetic lineup, or really athletic lineup, rolling out with Samuelson, Kirkham, Cross, Corley, and at large. And another 3. This dude's been automatic, and he misses. And second chance points. And that's an air ball thrown up by number 4, Jaden Clayton. LaPorte in transition, pushing the ball. Kirkham for 3. Bang! LaPorte, just like I said, is a second half opening team, and this deficit right back is to 5.
Cross with the assist once again.
And that is a quick timeout by Lake Central. 2 back-to-back threes is a big offensive drive, and we'll be right back with the quick TV timeout. And we are back with action after LaPorte just gave Dr. Albert, our principal, a chant. And Dr. Albert, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why this student section is behind the backboard, kind of creating some Slicer spirit. I mean, you can just tell we have our, and we'll go over that right now. Our cast tonight: Mitchell Moss, Chase Albert, Dr. Albert's son working the main camera, Isaac Cheesem, Tony Aloya, Austin Boltema, Avery Walma, and myself. And it's just been, I mean, we've had a great cast and a lot of people work behind the scenes that may not go unnoticed, but I mean, they're the only reason why we're here. And
always lovely.
That is led by a producer, Don Varda, as well.
Always lovely working with the crew. Always look forward to it every Friday night.
As Lake Central gets a quick 2 on the inbound. 32-25 here, just a little bit into the second half. LaPorte working it around, 2 for 2 from 3 here to start the half, and at large throws off the back of the backboard.
We're going to have official discretion
And
here.
it should be. And it's Slicer's ball, in which I personally didn't think it was.
Tough break for Lake Central.
Yeah. Cross inbounding. Usually this is a designed 3-point play, and nothing's open. And a turnover by Corley. Miles
Basketball
hits the
guys
deck
make it right.
hard, and he appears to be shaken up on the play. He's
hurting.
smoked that bleacher. And he's got some wheels, too, because he was coming out with a full head of steam.
We're going to have an injury timeout here. That was a hard hit.
And he drilled his shoulder.
That's never fun sliding into those bleachers. Those things hurt.
Have you done it before, Avery?
I've tried.
I'm assuming it failed.
Yeah, didn't reach him.
Lake Central trying to dial something up here early. Lake Central has been extremely patient tonight, which I think has paid them dividends with having a 7-point lead. And that is LaPorte's ball.
Good defense.
And LaPorte with the sneaky athletic lineup. And it's not really sneaky. It's kind of a very athletic lineup just to kind of dial up.
Trying to bounce back, too. Really low coming into the second half.
Corley to Malik. Kirkham for three. No good. But that's the look you want. Kirkham's, those are kind of the shots you just got knocked down, and LaPorte wants to get back in this game. I mean, you kind of got to get hot from three.
Kirkham usually a really good three-point shooter. Just a little off tonight.
It feels like he hasn't had his stuff in a while. He's just a super calm kid, never lets anything get to his skin, but really hasn't knocked down some big shots for us like he was early to start the season. That could be a travel, no call, and LaPorte ends up with it. LaPorte pushing in transition. Kirkham gets absolutely smoked, and it looks like Lake Central will appear with the foul. Number 5, Dorian Beatty, the sophomore, called for the foul.
Team second already. Not even 3 minutes in the second half.
Hecker shouting at what offense they want. And Lake Central kind of dialing up a trap. Samuelson, middle, no good. But that's a good look by Tommy Samuelson. Shot you can't complain about. Lake Central trying to back screens to find shooters, and that is no good. I mean, 32, Brandon Escato has been trying to shoot all game, I can just tell, and he finally shot it. Kirkham in the paint, left hand. Woo! Kyle Kirkham going up on the right side with his left hand, looking smooth.
Not able to shoot from 3 tonight. He'll go in the paint, put up 2. Any points helps at this point.
Lake Central 32, LaPorte 27 here with 4:40 left in this ball game. Lake Central moving around and just gets a wide open layup. And LaPorte, it feels like anytime they try to find any momentum, they just haven't been able to string it together. And that will be a travel on Grand at large.
A lot of rough calls coming with both teams. Just a lot of simple mistakes.
And at large hasn't came out of the game yet.
He's played all the minutes.
All 20 minutes here to start it. And that's a wide open look, and that will not be good. Kirkham goes up high for the rebound. LaPorte out in transition. A big offensive drive. Possession. At large down low. And appears to be on the floor. Grant at large, kind of the king of drawing fouls. And just like we said, Grant at large will be taken out. We just brought up that he played 20 minutes, and as soon as we said it, Katowski checking the game with LaPorte's, I think, most 5 athletic people on the floor. Cross through the middle, spin moves, teardrop, and good. Jamarion Cross, smooth move to the cup and scoring.
A beautiful move. Beautiful move.
Miles Kitch with the ball, trying to dial something up. That very well could have been a tough shot. Man, that's a tough shot by Jaden Clayton. Step back, jumper, and LaPorte just can't find. Anytime they feel like they get momentum, they just, bam, they let them score.
Defensive stops has the number of defensive stops has to grow for LaPorte. Able to come back.
Lake Central back in the zone, trying to go underneath. Kirkham, fade away, no good.
It's a tough shot.
LaPorte. Samuelson. Kirkham, great defensive play, but unable to come out. Goes to Jaden Clayton. Clayton for 3. No good, and 2 offensive rebounds, something you just can't have if you're LaPorte.
Good ball movement coming from Lake Central. A good
Clayton
screen,
again.
wide open.
And that's a big shot. And 2 offensive rebounds really led to that 3-point play. LaPorte chasing 10 here with 2:35 left in the third. Katowski for 3, no good. And LaPorte just really hasn't just find a way to just get red hot from 3-point land. And that'll be a foul on the Slicers. And like I was talking about earlier, guys like a Garrett out large, who could Grant's older brother, guy that can he can put you back in games like that. Even if he was cold, I mean, if he could heat up, I mean, he could hit 3-4 in a row and bang, LaPorte would be up 12-0 run just off 4 possessions. Like, he was the type of guy, and LaPorte just doesn't have that knockdown 3-point shooter. That they just don't have it on the roster, and I don't even know if they have one in the program that can just design to just go out there and just catch red fire and let her fly.
Once out large usually gets hot, he can shoot from anywhere, and it's an automatic make. But he just hasn't gotten that red hot.
And that's
lately.
great defense by LaPorte. Out large in for Samuelson.
Good hustle by Yikic.
LaPorte down low to out large. That's no good, and those are points you got to have. LaPorte down up some pressure with their guards. Wide open man, shooter, and that is good. Number 11, Brett Spain. In Lake Central, it feels like they got it, guys. They got a few guys that can flat out snipe, flat out shoot the basketball. And for us, I mean, we just haven't had guys get hot tonight. Kirkham down low finishes, and that's a timeout. Full timeout by Coach Hecker. Coach Kyle Benja's specialty, calling timeouts after a make basket. And we will take a short break. Lake Central 42, LaPorte 31, with the 1:33 left in this ballgame. And welcoming back as Lake Central will have possession in Avery. I'm interested to see if Coach Hecker kind of dials up a defense or even an offense to really just kind of create pressure, and that's why Rylan Katowski up top in the 1-3-1 zone, which kind of I expected after a timeout.
You almost have to change up the game
just
plan
create
a
some
little bit.
pressure and try to create a quick turn of events. Oh, great move. It could have been a travel and a quick turnover. Katowski out front. Katowski, hey! Rylan Katowski up and over. That is big time. And that right there will give LaPorte life. Woo! Charge. And just like that, and that's the difference with Rylan Katowski that LaPorte is lax and straight gun. A guy that can just enlight a gym, and we haven't seen it yet in LaPorte gym, but Rylan Katowski, whoo! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling it right now, he's going to be the 2022 high jump state champion. That's what he just did right now. Whoo!
That is a huge momentum changer right there.
I don't know if we can get a replay on that, Cheese, but man, that was big time. As Cross takes it up, and let's see if LaPorte can dial something up again with 54 seconds left in the third. Lob! Oh my goodness. This place would have been absolutely on fire. LaPorte dialing it up. I love Heckard. Dialing it up. And LaPorte trying to find momentum. You feel the life coming back in this place. You feel guys looking at each other like, man, this dude can do this.
Out large. Going up for the rebound.
47.8 seconds left. Lake Central 42, LaPorte 33, and out large at the foul line. And is good. I mean, free throws too. LaPorte has lacked this in the future. I mean, we got to be almost perfect from charity stripe from here on out, Avery.
This is one of the bigger guys that you really have faith in.
Out large again. Same result. As LaPorte chipping away at this lead. It's a 7-point game here with 45 seconds left in the third. And staying in this 1-3-1 zone, which I like. You might give up an open three-pointers, but man, this turnover pressure. That's a bomb. No. Lake Central appears to have no idea what to do. Trap in the corner, what you want? Katowski, oh, that's a great pass. This kid's been lights out. Oh, he missed it. Kirkham's got it, and that's out of bounds.
Great defense by LaPorte, especially coming off the dunk, the free throws. A big game changer here coming up.
In the first quarter, second quarter, I'm not 100% sure, but LaPorte didn't get really into their momentum until 12 seconds. LaPorte, I mean, you got to get across half court. LaPorte really got to kind of go into their sets earlier. Go into this earlier. 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, and I just think they're going to it too late. Kirkham for three. Bang! That's a big-time shot right there by Kyle Kirkham. And LaPorte's gym, you don't think this place is back? Lake Central 42, LaPorte 38. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a ball game.
Kirkham's 10th point of the night.
And as a replay here, Kirkham for three. And, I mean, that is a big-time shot right there for LaPorte. And we will take a short break, and we will be back with, I mean, a fourth quarter action, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to miss. Lake Central 42, LaPorte 38. Lake Central will start with possession early, and this energy in LaPorte, just like we ended with it. LaPorte staying in this 1-3-1, which we did against Lowell, which was extremely effective. That could have been a travel. Lake Central over in the middle. And another travel, and that will be LaPorte ball. This 1-3-1 pressure. Lake Central has no idea what just happened. And LaPorte, this is quality possessions. Quality possessions.
Great defense by LaPorte in this second half.
And this is a set play. Heckard looking down low to Ryland. Backdoor, at large. And Grant at large, a nice set play, and this energy back in LaPorte. I mean, we haven't seen this in a while.
LaPorte able to get in the paint more. They haven't been able to get in the paint for the first half, but now in the second half, they're able to get
it's a lot of
the
set
ball
plays.
to the
The 2-3 zone is what's happening. They're not in the 2-3 zone, which is helping. This guy can snipe. And that is good. Mitch Malaznak, who's just been cold water in his veins all night long, hits a big three.
His 8th point of the night.
He might have 9. I think he's hit 3 three-pointers. No need to force. LaPorte out wide, and I love it. Cross for 3. Bang! Jamarion Cross from way downtown as LaPorte, just like that. It's a one-possession game.
His 11th point of the night.
And you could hear it in this mic. Lake Central doesn't know what's happening. Because just like that, it's a 2-point game. That's a bomb three, no good. LaPorte has the rebound. No need to push, no need to push.
Corley with the rebound.
Out large trying to find an open guy. Kirkham for three, shot fake, score. Nice pass to Katowski, got it. Just like that, 45-45 tie game with 6:10 left here. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's an energy changer.
And at the end of the first half, Lake Central was up 30-19. Now it is tied 45-45. A change game here.
And I give 100% credit to Coach Heckard. After that full timeout, down 11, Coach Heckard went into the 1-3-1, that 1-3-1 trap, which, that's just an energy-building type defense. And then after that, you get the Katowski slam, and, this place has been on fire ever since.
A great defensive change, and it's honestly adjustable, too. You can do anything with it.
And we will take a quick timeout after Lake Central's full timeout. Be back shortly. And we are back, and just looking back at my notes, Lake Central went on a 15-0 run with 2:16 left in the second quarter. LaPorte has outscored Lake Central by 17 points here, 11 points in the second half. So, it's going to be a thriller, 5:50 left, all the momentum to the Slicers. Let's see how Lake Central responds. And LaPorte kind of catches a break because Melezniak is a sniper, and he just caught the ball off balance.
LaPorte able to have shutdown defense.
Lake Central trying to get into their sets, and I would have a guy in Melezniak. This dude he's been cold all game.
Good ball movement by Lake Central.
This is great defense by the Slicers. And this dude, no good. LaPorte with a chance to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter tonight. Let's see what LaPorte dials up. And it looks like there will be no set play. Kind of a 3-2. No, it's a man-to-man defense. And LaPorte has been very effective tonight with these two guards with Corley and Cross. And that should be...
We will have a foul. Jamarian Cross down on the court.
That's a defensive foul. LaPorte has just been steady in the second half after coming to the locker room, and I think the biggest thing I'm impressed with Heckard and the difference between bench, LaPorte used to be a terrible second half team, a terrible fourth quarter team, and with Heckard early, he's a second half type of guy, which is what it's all about. He's been great in the second half, and we haven't been like this in a very long time, and I got to give all the credit there to Heckard.
With Coach Bench, they were never
That's another
able to
foul.
finish.
That's 6 fouls on Lake Central. One more, they're shooting free throws from here on out.
They were never able to finish with Coach Bench, and now they can actually come back from.
We haven't seen it yet. LaPorte has lost some close, tight ones. Preferably to South Bend Riley to start the season, but Kirkham, isolation. No good. Man, Kirkham, he's so smooth. A 3-type level score. That should be LaPorte ball, and it is.
Good defense. Now, really, Yikic has wheels. He has wheels for days. He's so fast. He beat everyone down the court. He just couldn't handle going up there. I think it was Corley he had to beat and just couldn't beat him.
I think this is a set play for the Slicers. And they're overplaying screens nowadays, so prepare for a backdoor option. And LaPorte kind of gets
good
lucky.
save. What a save.
And that's foul.
It's going to be a foul.
This kid could get teed up. He could get teed up. He is angry.
LaPorte getting in his head.
Marion Cross will go to the foul line to give LaPorte a lead. The first lead since the first quarter with 1:13 left.
Samuelson now in.
And I don't know if I like that. Samuelson does give you a similar rebound, but man, I mean, Katowski's just put all this energy back in this gym. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he'd still be in the game if I was coaching. This entire gym, I mean, I couldn't hear a word. I don't think a conversation was happening in this entire gym.
I don't think there was.
As LaPorte takes its first lead of the night, 46-45. Cross again for two. And it's good. And just like that, we got ourselves a ball game. All the momentums of this world going in the Slicer gym.
13th point of the night for Cross.
LaPorte going back to man-to-man. And all eyes on this Malaznek kid.
E-Kid's trying to beat him with speed.
He's holding.
And he's going to draw a foul here. E-Kid with speed.
And LaPorte has not been good on this inbound. He's wide open. Oh, and he just missed the layup. I mean, you have numbers. He's on the ground. Let's see what LaPorte dials up here, 3:25. I'd still look to score this basketball. I know Lake Central's going to go on another run. I mean, it's just how this game's been. They're going to go on another run.
Tip.
I promise you I want to be holding the ball.
Timeout. Good call.
There'll be a 30-second timeout when we'll be back in 30 seconds. LaPorte ball out of bounds. And we are back as LaPorte taking the ball out of bounds, and I have to design. Heckard was on the drawing board, so we could see something. I know there's no Katowski, so, I mean, as a fan's perspective, I don't know if we're going to see a dunk, but, I mean, a score would be anything.
Even a three-pointer.
Which Lake Central is jumping every single screen. I mean, they're going around. You got to have a backdoor option in here. I mean, they are in the passing lanes. I mean, backdoor is going to be wide open. You just got to find a way to dial it up. And I promise you I wouldn't be wasting time. Never works, Avery. Every year, every time I've ever seen it, we waste time. We lose games. Corley for three. Bang! Malik Corley for three. And just like that, LaPorte has absolutely changed this ball game. And this energy has just changed so much here in the second half.
His 8th point of the night.
This guy's been on fire. No good. Samuelson with the rebound. And LaPorte, I'd still try to go score the basketball. Kirkham out wide. Corley dribbles it out. 2:30 left here. Let's see what LaPorte dials up.
If I'm LaPorte, I'm going for scores here.
I'm being patient in looks, but I mean patient in looks. I mean it has to be.
It has to be good.
No, and two, you just so much likely for a turnover. Samuelson down low, nothing. And LaPorte just biding their time, biding their time. That's just a bad offensive play.
Trying to get too fancy with that one.
There's just no point for it. That'll go. No, it won't.
Air ball.
Guys on the ground, ends up with the slicers. Let's see if Kirkland just try to score the rock. Minute 40 left here. LaPorte up 5. Packard yelling 5 pass. Marion Cross could have got called for that. Could have got called for kind of an offensive foul. Coley at the free throw line. I mean, it's gonna be a game of free throws. I mean, I know LaPorte changed their free throw from what I've heard to they're going to that old Valpo 80 style. Tilt those feet. Corley doesn't really do it as much, but everyone else, they tilt the feet. They have it out front and with the follow through, which
Corley's 2 for 2 for tonight.
These are free throws you have to have though. First one is good for LaPorte. Corley again, and is good, and LaPorte's been really solid from the foul line tonight. It's a 7-point game here with a minute 25 left. Can LaPorte steal one? That could be a foul, and it will be a foul.
On those free throws, I almost feel like a golf broadcaster trying to whisper.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. It's an entire gym just so quiet.
You don't want to be the one to mess that one up.
As Brandon Escada will be shooting 2. I mean, this gym's getting loud and is good. 6-point team. There's still a lot of ball game left. I mean, Lake Central has some guys. I mean, Zero Ethan Kump checking in, a high flyer, but I mean, and a defensive specialist. I like that move by Lake Central. But guys that can just go out there and play defense, and they got some snipers out here. So this game's, I mean, lastly, this game's over. It's not even close to being over.
2 for 2 at the line.
Timeout for Lake Central. And it will be a full timeout. We will take a full TV timeout as LaPorte 52, Lake Central 47 with a minute 22 left in this ball game. Here to start this way, and I want to give a quick shout out to Dr. Albert. I mean, in front of the student section, I mean, this is one of the biggest student sections I've seen in a while, and I'm going to give credit to him. I mean, the students wanted it. Gavin Zalvinsky, the one in the middle, the one in the Rocky Balboa USA, wanted it in the middle, and I mean, LaPorte's not really been known to really change, but I mean, Dr. Albert has came in and has been kind of a change is good type guy, and I mean, he's listened to it, and man, LaPorte is, I mean, booming right now. And just, I mean, this is fun. This is just, honestly, it's Friday night. I mean, this is just go have fun time. And, I mean, that's what LaPorte's doing.
That's what high school basketball is all about anymore.
LaPorte with 3 guards on the floor, and that will be a foul. And it's all about free throws now. If LaPorte can knock down the free throws, they're going to win it. There's still a lot of time left. Especially how Lake Central, not necessarily lately, but how they have knocked down 3-pointers.
Kirkham's first time at the line.
And it's good. Kirkham first, and I mean, LaPorte has just been, we don't have the unofficial, but I mean, LaPorte, I'm thinking 10 for 11 from the foul line. All I remember is Nick Schubel missed 1 free throw, but I mean, besides that, LaPorte has just been automatic. And as I say that, they do miss. So 53-47, 6-point game. I mean, there's still a lot of ball games, ladies and gentlemen. That will go. LaPorte, yeah, quick inbounds. I like that. No one down the court. Still look to score. That's a charge. That's a blocking call. That very well could have been a charge.
Could have absolutely been both ways there. But there's been several calls that could have been both ways. And it's just very close the whole time. You almost think back to that really old Michigan City game.
I remember that.
Maybe 2 years ago. It was charged, block, block the whole time.
Well, they called it a charge down the late. I remember I was doing that game, and man, I wasn't too big of a happy camper with the call. I know a lot of our people were there, and it was that game was just all about they didn't call a charge all game, and then they called one late. That was my problem with it. It's a great shot of our student section right there. Yeah, and the Rocky Balboa guy in the middle, Gavin Solvinsky. I mean, you got to give him credit for putting this thing behind, because if it wasn't for him detailing it up and the emphasis, I mean, LaPorte student section wouldn't be, first of all, they wouldn't be this big, and second of all, they wouldn't be on the backboard. As LaPorte dialing it up, 55 seconds left, 6-point game. That's a charge. Oh, that's a blocking call. That very well could have been a charge call.
Both of them could.
But I like the consistency. I know we're all here from LaPorte. We know who I want to win, but I like the consistency. They came down here, they called a block, and they go down there and they call a block. Just consistency from the ref. And even if they're just not calling it, I almost like the charge call, and that's a 3 way off. Oh, he hasn't missed one that bad all game. Miles Gekic way off. LaPorte in no man's land. Should be a timeout call. Yep. Hecker reading my mind. With 41.5 seconds left, LaPorte, I mean, wow. I'm going to read off some stats here. LaPorte has scored 34 points in the second half, almost doubling their first half after being down 30-19. LaPorte has outscored Lake Central 34-19 here in the second half. I mean, that's been the story. I mean, LaPorte has kind of been notorious, you can say, for just being a letdown in the second half, being a letdown in the final minutes, being a letdown just like, I'm not going to say in general, but just kind of just letting late, being bad late. But, I mean, tonight, I mean, there's still a lot of ball game left, but even with Hecker, I mean, he brought these guys all the way back, and I think it started with that 1-3-1 trap. We showed it at Lowell. We came out, and I said, LaPorte needs to do something different just to ignite this crowd. It was an 11-point game at that time. And LaPorte puts the 1-3-1. You get a steal. Malik finds Ryland, throws down the jam. I mean, you got to remember, that was a 9-point game at that time. Throws down that jam. And, I mean, this place just, after that, it's buzzing ever since. And, I mean, that was probably a good 20 minutes ago. And you think in realistic time.
You think of Hecker, he was able to make an adjustment for LaPorte's defense and LaPorte's offense to beat Lake Central's, like, their stellar lineup. You were able to stop Lake Central several times.
And cross not there. Malik. LaPorte have another timeout. LaPorte has no timeouts left. I mean, it's just smart heads-up play by Kirkham. And we will take a timeout break as well. LaPorte 55, Lake Central 49 with the last 40 seconds of the game. You don't want to miss this. And we are back, and LaPorte with no timeouts left here with 41 seconds. So, and LaPorte just going into Kirkham, a foul shooter you want to have at the line. and they
Smart
do
play.
get him.
Smart play.
Katowski has been on this bench the last 6 minutes and last 3:30, and I was a critique at the time, but man, Samuelson stepped up. And Samuelson's over kind of boxing guys out. He's kind of got he doesn't necessarily have his brother's frame, but man, he's a high flyer like his brother. And go up there, get rebounds, and which almost if you wanted to get rebounds, you put Katowski and Samuelson in the game, and you sub out Large out. But I mean, out Large is kind of the experience there, kind of just the calm collective. I mean, he's been knocking down free throws, but I like the 5 right now for LaPorte. Kirkham misses the second just like he did earlier. It's a 7-point game. And Lake Central's got to be looking to knock down 3-pointers. That's a steal.
We got 30 seconds left, and you got another foul. It'll be Kirkham's 4th time at the line in the past 2 minutes. Probably a lot of pressure growing on his shoulders right now.
Kirkham no good on front.
They're in the double bonus.
And I just can't. I've not said it enough. Dr. Albert, I mean, LaPorte has said stuff like this from our student section, and then it was, I'm going to watch what I say, but, I mean, just wasn't, I mean, not necessarily not allowed, but, I mean, Dr. Albert sitting down there, letting the kids say whatever they want. I mean, that just shows a great principal, and I personally love him. I think he's my favorite principal of all time. He's my favorite principal of all time, and I know a lot of my friends that think the same thing. So, I mean, this kind of the energy kind of brought back. I mean, I can't say enough about him. And LaPorte, let's see if they dial something up. I wish they just put Katowski in the game just to throw down a late one. Show us you just throw this one deep. You just throw this one deep. Perfect.
And he will to Large.
Layup. And just like that, 58-49, and LaPorte just stole one from Lake Central.
We're going to have a late foul with 4 seconds left.
4 seconds left in this game, and ladies and gentlemen, I mean, when's the last time we've heard this? LaPorte comeback victory, and I remember 2 years ago when Garrett At-Large was in the gym, Nick Anderson for Lake Central, I mean, he went insane, 28 points. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was announcing the game. I was like, this kid is the best spot-up three-point shooter. He missed a 3 late that cost him, but that was the last time I remember LaPorte coming back. And I know my freshman year, so 3 years ago, we beat a huge Chesterton win. Coach Benj, I remember the locker room going crazy. I mean, that was a special year, but I mean, LaPorte's going to move to 6-4. And hello, LaPorte basketball is back.
Your final score, Slicers win 58-49 over the Lake Central Indians. Lake Central on a 4-game losing streak now. And the new LaPorte is back.
I'd like to wrap up, and I'd like to thank everyone again for helping. I mean, a lot of guys behind the scene. Mitchell Moss, our director, Don Varda. Chase Albert, his dad's the best principal in the books. Isaac Cheesem, Tony Aloya, Austin Bultema, Avery Walma, and myself. Great job tonight, Avery. Cheese, you two working it. Give me some. Hey, hope everyone has a great night. And, I mean, what can we do? A LaPorte Slicer win. Haven't said that one. A big-time win in a while. So, I mean, it's a nice one. LaPorte 58, Lake Central 49. Thanks, everybody. Good night.